What's up everybody, another beautiful day indeed, Dragonals, and today we're taking a look at Mythic Rashok, the Elder, in the new raid Aberrus to Shadowed Crucible. Now I'll be going over what's new on Mythic, how to fight changes, and potential approaches. So keep in mind that this is not a complete guide on how to defeat this boss on Mythic, and keep in mind that it is PTR, so things can change, be reworked greatly, and sometimes they just don't work at all. So what's new on Mythic? Well, first of all, there's Unleash Shadow Flame, which deals raid-wide damage and sends out 2 orbs of Shadow Flame somewhere in the room, and they will explode after 15 seconds, deals a ton of raid-wide damage, and gives everyone in the raid a 200k plus absorb per orb that explodes. Luckily, Searing Slam has been beefed up on Mythic to destroy Shadow Flame orbs if you hit him with it. So you're left with the choice of either controlling where you put the Searing Slam magma vortexes or get a gargantuan healing absorb on the raid. So pretty much 2 orbs spawn, and shortly after a single player gets targeted by Searing Slam and they need to remove one of the 2 orbs that spawned. Due to this, you can no longer pre-plan where you want to place your Searing Slams unless you want to heal through 2 of the 200k absorbs on the entire raid. So you can no longer plan where you want to place your Searing Slam. They're the ones that spawn the lava vortexes, previously called reservoirs, and these in turn spew out the lava waves on the raid and wipes the raid if they get hit by a Searing Slam. So rather than just stacking them in the corner, players targeted by Slam needs to quickly get to one of the 2 orbs and decide which is better to place it on, since there will always be a better or worse place to spew lava waves from. Or if it continues like it did during testing, where these orbs could spawn in the middle of the room, well, you for sure don't want boss to leap slam there, because on Mythic, boss starts with the Smoldering Rage debuff for 90 seconds, meaning if you trigger Intermission during those 90 seconds, he deals 500% more damage during it. So, well, you die. But yeah, during testing, if boss slammed down in the middle, or even just so his left pinky toe reached the outside circle, he'd trigger Intermission. Now, I hope they add some kind of grace period to that, but otherwise, well, you really need to make sure he doesn't slam near mid, and tanks be ready to intercept boss to the side so it doesn't run back through the middle. Now, on top of all of this, the frontal Meteor that boss spawns, everyone in the raid needs to soak it now, because for every missing player, Rashok gains 1 energy, and at 100 energy, raid dies. So if you're less than 20 people in each soak, you run the risk of needing to drag boss to the middle to reset energy, but boss will still have the Smoldering Rage debuff, so you die. So it's a bit like Guardian from Sanctum of Domination, where if you missed putting a bomb on a pylon, boss would eventually do his raid wipe sooner. Now to spice it up even more, players soaking the Meteor Slam gets overcharge, which deals a ton of ticking damage and lasts until you've run into the dead center of the room and clear it. And clearing it triggers Conduit Flare, which deals a ton of damage to everyone in the raid, regardless of where they are. So due to the everlasting dot, you want to clear him fast. But if you clear him too fast, well, everyone dies. With the current tuning while testing, this seemed to be a good old stack raid cooldowns and just clear giga fast type of mechanic. Could change, but depending on tuning, it could be a clear 1 or 2 groups at the same time, wait a bit, and clear the rest rather than just clear everyone. This Meteor soak always overlapped with Shadow Energy orbs detonating, so you'd always get smacked by this with at least a 200k healing absorb on the entire raid, into everyone clearing their overcharge and blowing up the raid some more. Just keep healing. So just remember, if you die from this without pressing consumable, still blame the healer. Love it. So currently the intermission timing seemed kind of the same as on Heroic, but like I said, it depends on having everyone soak the meteors correctly. Otherwise, you transition too early and die. Play it correctly and you transition after the 3rd Searing Slam, or right after the Shadow Blast Cone. One thing to keep in mind is boss will stop doing its other abilities during the intermission. So if you transition too fast, it is possible to get the 2 Shadow Orbs and then no Searing Slam, leaving you with a 400k healing absorb at the start of the intermission, which is not the best. But yeah, overall super hyped for this fight. Was a ton of fun testing. I do wish they'd add some kind of animation or something or whatever in the middle of the room. Sure, I know I need to run there to clear overcharged, but I mean, you could just mark a random position in the room and say the same thing. Oh, this is the location, you clear it. There's nothing special, it's just a flat floor texture. Just give me something to run into. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think of the new Mythic mechanics. If you have any questions, hit me up here, become a patron or Twitch sub and get access to the Stanky Gaming Discord, which is the fastest way to get a hold of me, and it's also filled with a lot of useful info and helpful people. Don't forget the usual stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, ring that notification bell. Gotta best that YouTube algo. I'm also streaming all my progression rating on Twitch, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, Stanky Gaming. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.